A very good Thursday morning to everyone out there. Baby Friday, as I like to refer to it as. Landon here with you to bring you your weather and night forecast courtesy of Ohio Valley Insurance. Folks, the heat and humidity really going to start to crank up today, and it's pretty much going to be with us throughout the remainder of the week. You can see we got a stationary front slowly but surely trying to approach here from the north and west, but we still have this monster ridge, here, that is building here right across the south and eastern U.S., and we'll put this into motion. And folks, you can see the direction of the cloud cover that's trying to pinwheel up and around where that upper level ridge is located. That big ridge of high pressure continues to be parked right here, just along and east of the region, and that's really going to solidify its grip here over the upcoming days. Getting a look here across the region, the White Squirrel Weather Nest Cam to kick things off. We got some high mid-level clouds here with us this morning, but unfortunately, it's not going to be like yesterday. We're going to be looking at the clouds clearing out of here, bringing rays of sunshine back, and that is going to fuel the very intense heat and humidity across the entire Wobbles community. Reed Dawsey Sky Cam showing more sunshine already appearing, overlooking Brownsville up in Edmonson County. It's going to be plenty more, folks, where that came from. That is basically a guarantee. Temperatures and dew points a little bit lower than what they have been over the past few days, but don't let that deceive you. Readings right around the upper 60s region-wide. We're going to be taking highs up to right around the mid-90s this afternoon. Heat indices right around are at the 100-degree threshold, and there's going to be plenty more where that came from as we work over the course of the remainder of this week. Again, folks, looking here at the surface, you can kind of get a generalized idea. That area of high pressure is parked just east of the region, but again, whenever we look at the mid and the upper levels of the atmosphere, you can see that upper level ridge that is intact and is just not loosening its grip whatsoever. So we can jump right into it. This expanding upper level ridge is not going to move here over the next couple of days, all right? You will note here, you can see it building in there off the eastern seaboard. And then as we get late into the weekend, finally, we begin to see this trough up here begin to dig down towards the Great Lakes region. As we work into our Sunday afternoon and then we get into the Monday time frame, folks, this is whenever we could start to see some alterations and changes here. Because by the time that we roll into Sunday afternoon, rolling on into Monday morning, we got this trough that's digging down across the northeast U.S. Then we've got this expansive upper level ridge that's shifting just to the west of the Longhorn State, all right? And with the orientation of the ridge and the troughs, we're going to be placed in what's known as northwest flow aloft, all right? We're looking at this taking place here, and what's going to be going on at the surface at this exact point in time is a cold front approaching from the north and west, all right? We've got this deepening low that's associated with the trough that we were just looking at, and this weak cold front is going to drift down to the south and east. Here we are looking as we progress into Sunday afternoon on into Sunday evening, all right? Now, it's not going to be significant chances of rain and storms. It should be isolated to wildly scattered in nature, but nonetheless, we could use a break from the heat in any way, shape, or form that we can get it, all right? Because after we get past today, folks, we're going to be right around the low to mid 90s for highs this afternoon. We're going to be between the mid and upper 90s each and every day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, potentially even into the early days of next week. Combine that with dew points up between the low and mid 70s, it is not going to be comfortable out there, that's a promise. Here we are getting into Sunday afternoon, some scattered activity. Keep your fingers crossed. Hopefully that occurs. Lingering on into the Monday time frame as well, with the cold front taking its sweet time to move through here. Then we get high pressure nosing in here out of the north that looks to dry us out again on Monday, trying to keep us dry on Tuesday. And then very quickly, as we work into Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, we see some of this activity beginning to drift in yet again out of the north and west. So late Tuesday, going on into Wednesday, as you can see here, we could be getting in on a couple of storm complexes that's going to work in here out of the north and west direction. That could hang out with us all the way through the Thursday time frame. You can blatantly see where the cold front is hanging up across the region. And then we get into the weekend, folks. High pressure builds in out of the north and then slides over here to the east with an upper ridge, really drying us back out Friday on into the weekend of next week, all right? So, with any luck, we're going to be extraordinarily hot and muggy throughout the remainder of this week. Maybe some rain chances in the Sunday time frame. Then again into Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday before we get back to yet another quieter pattern. With that being said today, folks, the official start of the summer solstice will be around mid to late afternoon today. It'll be the official kickoff of the summer season, and dare I say it, summer's going to be coming in like a lion here throughout the remainder of this week. All right, here we are looking at some real-time readings of what the short-term model guidance is putting out, showcasing highs right around the low to mid 90s this afternoon. We're talking about heat indices will be approaching right around that 100-degree mark. We get into our Friday afternoon, it's going to be even hotter. You can see these readings throughout the afternoon and evening up to near 98 degrees on the thermometers, with triple-digit heat indices basically a guarantee. So, folks, you all kind of get the idea of what we're looking at. This prolonged heat wave is going to be overstaying its welcome. All right, never leave people or pets alone in closed or locked up cars. Stay hydrated, drink plenty of water if you're going to be outside for extended periods of time. Take the necessary precautions, reapply that sunscreen as necessary, as the ultraviolet rays from the sun will be peaking out beginning today and taking us all the way through that weekend to follow. Looking a little bit better on the rainfall outlook over the course of the next week. Again, folks, the bulk of this will be coming in isolated pop-up storms or widely scattered in nature Sunday afternoon and evening, and then again late Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We will have those daily sporadic rain and storm chances that will be present. We have got the first official named storm of the hurricane season. Tropical Storm Alberto developed late yesterday afternoon and throughout the overnight. It has intensified into tropical storm strength. It's actually already making landfall right there on the east coast of Mexico. Expected to de-intensify and become a tropical depression as we work throughout the later part of today. But with that meandering off there, not looking at much concern in the Gulf in terms of any more tropical cyclone development for the time being. Here's a full breakdown as we get back closer to here at home for your next 5-day weather forecast. Scorching hot and humid, the name of the weather game. Today all the way through Sunday. Highs right around the low to mid 90s today, mid and upper 90s. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Could be a little bit cooler on Monday. You put that into quotation marks. Heat indices will still be very righteous out there to say the least. But introducing those isolated storm chances Sunday into Monday, hopefully they can come in here and give us at least a little bit of relief. That's going to do it for your Thursday morning Baby Friday edition of your Weather Night Forecast, brought to you by Ohio Valley Insurance. You all take care of yourselves and each other. Have a fantastic next to final.